Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Greetings from rainy Koh Samui. I've just checked into this little service department here in Lamai. It's called the Bulin Residence, and going to be staying here for the next 3 nights with my fiance, just temporary until we move into this new house that we found here in Lamai. Unfortunately, we decided to no longer renew our lease. We canceled the contract at the house where we've been living for the past 3 years. Really enjoyed staying there. Definitely going to miss the view, and yeah, just that whole area in the house as well. It's treated us well, but there has been a lot of construction across the street for a long time, and it's quite small. So we've finally decided to upgrade to something brand new. It's got more space, and there's like 4 units. So really looking forward to moving in there, hopefully at the beginning of next month, like November 1st. I'm thinking it's going to be done because we already paid the deposit to the owner yesterday. So basically they just have to hook up the electrical cabling and electrical wiring, and then the water is not yet connected, and they also need to put all the furniture in there and everything as well. But yeah, definitely look forward to moving into a new place. Like I say, we've been living in this little Thai-style house for 3 years now. And this one's also very, very close to the town here in Lamai. And this place is as well. It's only about 3 minutes into town. And yeah, it's quite affordable. It's like a service department. They have cleaning that comes by, I think, every day. So right now I'm just in the process of moving everything in. I put most of the stuff in there, and now I need to drive back home to get more stuff, and it just started pouring rain, so I think I'm gonna hang out here for a little while. It is rainy season in Samui now, and it has been raining quite a bit lately, but no flooding or anything like that. Another nice thing about this new house as well is that it's built up on the stilts. It's like, 6 feet above the ground roughly, so it has like an underground area, so if we do have significant flooding, it's not going to damage the house too much. I don't foretell that happening or anything like that, but it's also got a nice place where we can sit underneath as well. And I'd like to put maybe like a little gym under there where I can work out underneath the house. Still need to get the TV, and they're going to put all the furniture in there as well. It'll be mostly fully furnished, but I don't think it's going to come with a TV, and maybe no couch as well. But, we can always buy that stuff later. So it's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to moving up a little bit, and it's an upgrade as well. So it's definitely an upgrade from where we're at now. This is a brand new house, and the rent is pretty affordable. It's getting more difficult to find things for relatively cheap here in Samui now, because it's a lot of tourists are coming. It's driving up the prices of everything. But yeah, this one we got a really good deal on it. Like I mentioned earlier, we already paid the deposit, so that's done, and then we just need to pay the remaining rent and then move in hopefully at the beginning of next month. So yeah, exciting new chapter here in Samui. I don't really plan on leaving Samui anytime soon. I still really love it here. I've been together with my fiance for basically 4 years now, and we're happy together, and she has a job here in Lamai. So yeah, overall not much to complain about. And I'll probably sign like a year contract at this new house. Really fortunate to find the place. I actually connected with an older retired guy named Jim we were just drinking coffee together. This was probably 3 weeks ago now, and he was also looking for some cheaper Thai-style houses in Lamai, and just happened to find this place. So he showed me the place, and I met the owner that same day, and then we just kept talking back and forth. My fiance Mary, she's also been communicating with the guy in Thai, which is always helpful as well, because if it's just me as a foreigner, like I barely speak Thai, and she's able to get better deals. She's able to talk to the guy and do business and all that stuff. So it's definitely helpful having a Thai partner if you're living in Thailand. Of course, I think that goes without saying. But yeah, Jim showed me the place like a couple weeks ago, and then I really liked it. I got to look inside, and we decided to move in because, like I say, it's getting quite difficult to find nice places. There's not a ton of options here in Lamai, and most of the houses that I drove by, they were not available. I was basically just driving around for a couple days looking for another house to move into, and the options are pretty slim here in Lamai. So, you know, obviously we could live in another part of the island like Mae Nam, Paput, Chaweng, one of those areas, but then we have to be commuting back and forth. It's not like that far to drive back and forth, but Mary works full time at the school, so it didn't really make sense going back and forth every day. Might as well just find a place right here in Lamai. And I love Lamai too. It's got one of the best beaches on the whole island, and it's amazing, especially when it's not raining. It is quite rainy today. But yeah, so gonna enjoy our stay here for the next 8 nights. Just checked into the room, moved all our stuff in. I still got more stuff that I have to bring over. And yeah, hopefully the house will be finished early next month. Probably just gonna check in on it every couple days to see how the progress is coming along. But yeah, we already met with the owner. He's a very nice guy. He basically built the place himself on about 1 rai of land, and there's 4 units there. There's actually 7 units, but the other 3 are already spoken for. They're already rented out. So we took the one in the back, and nice thing also is it's got plenty of privacy. It's a little bit behind the road, so there's not going to be a lot of road noise. That's the one thing that is kind of getting on my nerves at the house where we've been for 3 years, is there's always like loud motorbikes going by and big cement trucks, and there's also construction across the street, which has been very noisy for, well, not too bad, but it's been quite noisy for roughly a year now. Now it's almost finished, but they've been building like 14 pool villas across the street, and they're still finishing up the place. So yeah, it's definitely going to be nice to have a little more privacy and not so much road noise. And it's also very, very close to a coffee shop, one of my friend's coffee shops, so I can easily just ride my bike over there if I want, or take the motorbike, and only about 3 minutes from town in Lamai. So yeah, very grateful, and luckily going to be moving into a new place. If you're looking for, you know, houses for rent, I've also made some videos on my channel showing how to find them on Facebook Marketplace. You're welcome to check that out. I've got a bunch of videos up on the channel about that. But you do need to make sure to get something soon, like ideally a couple months in advance before coming to Samui. It is kind of low season now, so there's more options available and the prices are a little bit lower. But it's just going to depend on which season you visit. But yeah, go ahead, check out those videos. And if you're looking to rent something a little bit longer term, like let's say 6 months to a year, chances are you're going to get an even better deal on the place, because most of the Thai owners are looking for long-term rentals. They don't really like the Airbnb thing, short-term rentals so much. They're looking for long-term. So if you sign a contract for, let's say, 6 months or a year, like what I'm doing at this new house, then you're going to get a pretty good deal. And that way you don't have to keep renewing. That's what we were doing at our current house for quite some time. And then eventually we're just like, we'll find another place to live, right? So yeah, should be an interesting next few days. Gonna enjoy my stay here for a little while. It's also right next to a restaurant that I really like, right on the ring road. It's called the Lim Long Bar. We like to go there, and it's just like within walking distance to this place. So it'll be temporary, just a nice place to stay. I think we've spent like 5,000 baht for 8 days at this place. So it's roughly the same as rent would be at the house where we're moving to per night. So not too bad. And yeah, very close to Lamai town. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll keep you posted. I might even make a house tour of some of the units, and there's 3 other ones available as well. So potentially, if you're looking for a place in Lamai, the Lamai area, this could be a good option for you as well. The rent is quite affordable, and it's near town. So stay tuned for updates. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace from Samui.